Hello friends, Self-Critical Automaton here, and yep, it's more Dark Souls. So, today there's a couple things we're going to do. Mostly we're just going to finish exploring the zone here. There's a few more items to get, and then if there's time, once we've cleared the decks, we'll head on and take care of the next boss. First though, I'm going to pop a couple humanity and kindle this do I need to kindle this bonfire? Probably safer. Better safe than sorry. So, yeah. There's hollowing. Now the reason I'm doing this is because there's another scripted NPC invasion, and you can't be invaded if you are human. Sorry, if you aren't human, you can't be invaded. So, yeah. Also, this is one of my favourite invasions, just because it's one of the NPCs that has no real implicit backstory beyond their appearance, unlike many NPCs who drop loot or have references to them. Yeah, so we're going to meet Man-Eater Mildred in a moment. Let's see if I can hit that. Yes. This bow's nearly broken, but I should only need it to take care of mosquitoes, so we'll probably be okay. This is because I've been neglecting my my duties with regards to keeping my equipment in condition. What I really should have done is, last time I visited Andre, is have bought a repair kit from him so that I could repair at bonfires. Unfortunately, it's too late now. You know, such is life. Also, it's very hot today. It's possibly the first really hot day of summer, so I've got the windows open in order to not die. Yeah, the reason I bring that up is, you know, I apologise if there's any traffic noises or car sounds or anything on the recording. I can't be certain that there will or will not. Right, time to meet Mildred. Normally she attacks as soon as you are human in this zone, so I'm not sure where she is. Hate these things, but we've already been clear on that. Oh, there she is. Now, Man-Eater Mildred is a pretty easy fight, but she's very useful against the boss of this area. There she is. Does her outfit look at all familiar? If you've been paying attention, you'll notice that she's dressed like a butcher. She doesn't have the old what's it called? Apron. She doesn't have the apron, and she's, you know, human rather than a hollow, but she's got the old sack on her head, and she's got a big old butcher's knife, so yeah. Man-Eater Mildred is, in my opinion, the last surviving human member of the butchers of the sewers. What's she doing down this far? Well, presumably she is or was someone who lived in Blighttown. She's gone full cannibal, as they say. Now, there's some stuff I've been meaning to... Okay. To, raise it properly. Did that kill her? Oh, it didn't. Ah, that did, though. They always drop lots of humanity. Oh, I got poisoned, damn it. Oh well. So, invaders, I mean, always drop a lot of humanity. Now, the thing is, I've been trying to limit any discussions of lore to places where it's sort of relevant in the game, but that relevance has mostly taken the form of finding, you know, an object in the game that lends credence to that little snippet of lore. I think what I'm going to do from here on in is just, you know, babble happily about stuff, and then we can slot items we find into that babbling as and when we find them, because I'm not really doing nearly as much lore talking as I would like to. And relating to that, I realised the other day in the shower that I had completely forgotten, or rather I had completely missed the most obvious interpretation of the do you remember in the Undead Parish, way back? Ah, incidentally, we'll be coming back here a bit later on because this is our ticket out of here. Is there an item under here? No, there's not. There is just a horrible crag spider, which has not seen me, so we're okay. Now, I think there's only a couple of items left, so I guess I'll head straight on to the boss. There's one here. I think there might be another one tucked around one of these corners. There might not. Large shard, always useful. So, ah, she's here.
A mere undead, yet you can see me.
I hate these things. Sorry to have run off and not listened to what you were saying, Mrs. NPC. But I have a horrible monster to kill. Disgusting. Hate. Disgusting. Disgusting. Hate. Hate. Disgust. So yeah, this. She's not actually supposed to turn up until you've got a higher level pyromancy flame. Well, that's what I've always been told, but here she is.
I am Queelog of Izalith. I am not often revealed to walkers of flesh. You have a gift. Are you too one who seeks my pyromancy, like Solomon?
Well, obviously, yes.
Of course. It should be expected. Very well. You shall be my pupil. But to pursue my pyromancy, are you prepared?
Yeah. She is referring to, you know, paying souls to upgrade my flame. Do I want to get any of these? It might be good to have another combustion. Great combustion is always useful. Undead Rapport is great fun. It it charms undead into fighting for you. What ones do I actually have? Got one combustion. Let's grab another combustion. Shall I grab a fire orb? I might as well, just in case I die fighting the boss.
Whatever you do, do not crack and go hollow, lest my time spent on you be wasted.
So she mentioned Salaman. Salaman is the greatest human pyromancer who ever lived. He's sort of considered the father of pyromancy as a human art. But he didn't invent pyromancy, he learned it from Queelog of Izalith, as we've just discovered. But what I was saying about the chapel was the undead parish chapel was that, okay, so the soul we found cradled by the corpse on the altar, that was a firekeeper soul. If there was a firekeeper soul on the altar and it was with a corpse, and the firekeepers are, as far as we know, all women, and there's a big old statue of a woman, maybe, just maybe, that corpse was one of, you know, the firekeeper of the, what would have been the bonfire up there. So, if that's the case, you know, it's, you don't get put on an altar, the corpse doesn't get curled up on an altar unless, it's some kind of a mark of reverence, right? So that lends me to believe that maybe the, oh, very low on Estus, that's not good. Maybe the thing about, good old man-eater Mildred. Shame she's not woman-eater Mildred. She has, much like me, a fantastic body. Come on. There we go. There's no human players to summon either, which sucks, but let's go. Boss time. Trigger warning for giant spiders, I guess. Maybe I should flash that up at the beginning. But then, I mean, I didn't for the crag spiders. Oh, I don't know. It's hard to know what you should warn people about. I mean, there's a certain amount of tits. There's a certain amount of breasts. What was I saying? Anyway, yeah. So, Chaos Witch Queelog, or Queelog as she is often referred to by members of the games community, is one of the few sort of blatant and excuseless bits of titillation in design, in visual design. Since she's a giant horrible spider lady who's also sort of a sexy centaur. It's not one of the toughest boss fights, but it can be a bit difficult. Especially if you're not using upgraded weapons, which I am not, as we know. Fortunately, Manny to Mildred has massive fire resistance, and is also a good tank. So yeah, Queelog here has big ol' slashy attacks. She can vomit and poop magma, which is, you know, of course she can. Wouldn't expect anything less of a giant spider. However, as I was saying about the visual design quite a while ago of female characters in this game, it's really nice that Chaos Witch Queelog is literally one of 2 characters in the game who has sort of very male-gazy design, but with no actual narrative excuse for it. So there are other characters we'll meet, you know, there's 1 or 2 who have quite male-gazy visual design. But there's always completely legitimate story reasons for the other characters to be a little bit male-gazy, which I will talk about when they show up. And yeah, so I'm honestly very proud of Dark Souls for not being shit about female character design. You know, like armor worn by women is like pretty much identical to armor worn by men. You know, and most women wear armor suitable for their profession. You know, a priestess wears robes, a knight wears knight armor. It's all sensible and good. This is one of Dark Souls' many hide behind your opponent and then just slash their butt over and over and over and over boss fights. It's one of various points on which Dark Souls 2 has improved over Dark Souls 1's design. Dark Souls 1 is a fantastic game, but as I said, it's very stab things in the butt-y. So I'm out of Estus, so I'm going to try and be quite conservative for the rest of this fight. I'm just going to wait for her to do one of those big attacks and then get out of the way. Mostly I'm worried about that big energy blast attack she does. That's the only thing I can't really easily dodge, it's a big old AoE. Oh, more vomit, lovely. And Manny to Mildred is still holding on, which is also good to see. Ha! I dodged it. Fantastic. Or I just got out of range. But ultimately that's the same thing, you know? Dodging something is just getting out of range of it. So they can't hurt you. So, as you can see, the Chloranthy ring is already paying dividends. With, yeah. I can't remember what percentage increase it is. It might be as high as 30. I want to say 50, but that seems much higher than is likely. Oh, wow. Oh no! Mildred, that's not fair. You can't have the killing blow. I'm the hero. No. Oh. Anyway, so you doing something later? Oh no, don't go. Well. Lava, huh? One of my favourite things about the lava design in this game is that they actually have heat shimmers above it. And it's not just like water. It's a really frustrating thing a lot of games do, where they basically just have lava be like orange water. Liar. Presumably someone put a message there saying illusory wall, because there is an illusory there is an illusory wall here, it's just not where that message was. Anyway. Oh look! Oh, actually, before, let's just take a look out here. More lava. Mysterious ruins. I'll have stuff to say about these later on. Bong, bong. I really love the sound of big old bells. I don't really know why. It's just something... I just find it's just a really pleasant sound. Big, sonorous. Yeah, I'll put this on my business cards. I really like big, sonorous dongs. There we go. Fantastic. This looks awfully familiar. I see an undead parish. And I see familiar stonework. And I see a big old familiar gate. This, then, is pretty obviously our next destination. Sen's Fortress. And there's a big giant on top. Also interesting. Now, I'm tempted just to run straight back up to the way to get out of here, but first, I'm actually going to run down here. There's no point in trying to access those ruins yet, because there is a big old barrier in the way. And, aha! See this? Now this, I'll have stuff to say about this later on. Although I won't right now. That way leads through to the ruins. There we go. I didn't say anything about these guys when I ran past them to the boss door, but they are gross. These guys are called egg-burdened. Well, I mean, this one particularly is called Eingi, but the kind of thing that they are is egg-burdened. They are humans or hollows who have become infected with parasitic eggs.
What have we here? Are you a new servant?
Of course I am.
But you have no eggs.
How dare you? My reproductive capacities are none of your business.
Have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will mind your manners.
Okay. Gross. Gross. Yeah, Einki here is actually a pyromancer. He's from the Great Swamp.
What is it?
So, here we have another giant spider lady. Oh, she's not looking so well, is she? She is not looking well at all. She is a firekeeper, and she has a covenant. I'll, talk about those some other time, probably. For now... Wait. What was I gonna do? Oh, yes, of course, my god, I'm an idiot, sorry. The Old Witch's Ring. This is what it's for. This is its one use.
Queelog, my dear sister.
She's blind. She can't tell that you aren't Queelog.
What is it? Queelog, the eggs. It hurts. They've gone still.
So...
I'm afraid it may be too late. I am so sorry.
I just want to make her a cup of tea and give her a blanket and a shirt. Poor thing. Anyway.
Bye, Queelog. It was so very nice to chat.
I'm going to be honest, it's blatant manipulation by character design, but she's one of my favourite NPCs.
Mind me.
Poor thing.
I'll be fine. I have you, dear sister. But
Oh dear.
that you will take care of yourself.
What's that? Emotional manipulation? Never! Well, I mean, she's not emotionally manipulating as the game's designers are, because we killed her sister. Just now. It was dramatic and climactic, and a bonding experience with a beautiful butcher lady.
Bye, Queelog.
Anyway, I can't remember what covenant I'm in. I would join her covenant, but yeah. So her covenant, unlike most of the game's covenants, is a PV. It's not for brain, you suck. It's not for PvP purposes or PvE purposes. It's mostly for role playing. Basically, you can feed her humanity and she'll slowly grow stronger. that has no ultimate in-game effect, but she stops fearing death quite so much, and also it impresses Aingi, and he will sell you pyromancies. The other thing is that if you level it up enough, that over there opens up, and it's a shortcut to somewhere we'll be going much later on. Let's put another combustion on here. Level up, attune magic, Optimus box. None of this is any good to me at the moment. Still, it's a firekeeper. She's the firekeeper of that bonfire, so 10 Estus, that's good. Lots of humanity, that's also good. And I should probably call this the end of today's episode. Still, yes, remind me to talk about duality next time. And, actually no, I should probably talk about the whole, eggs and freaky monsters and Blighttown and stuff and how they're all connected. But for now, I'm, gonna say goodbye. Bye!